The 52-inch Ansell is a farmhouse-style ceiling fan with reversible blades and a cage light kit. The fan is rated for indoor use only and is remote control operated. The 52-inch blade span is best suited for large rooms that are between 12 feet by 12 feet and 18 feet by 18 feet. The fan can be installed on standard ceilings and ceilings with a maximum slope of 18 degrees. It can also be flush mounted for low ceilings. Use the menu to skip ahead or continue watching for the complete installation guide. To install the fan, you will need a UL listed outlet box that is 4 fan support of up to 35 pounds. You will also need a step ladder, screwdriver, wire stripper, and electrical tape. If you are installing the fan on a standard or sloped ceiling, continue watching. If you are installing the fan on a low ceiling, skip ahead to the optional flush mount installation section. Begin by turning power off at the breaker. On the canopy assembly, remove the non-slotted canopy mounting screws. Loosen the remaining 2 slotted screws. Twist and separate the hanger bracket from the canopy. On the hanger ball down rod assembly, loosen the set screw and lower the ball off the down rod. Remove the cross pin and the ground lead. On the fan motor assembly, remove the clevis pin and cotter pin. Loosen the 2 collar set screws. Feed the motor's wires through the down rod and insert it into the motor's collar. Align the holes, then insert the clevis pin and cotter pin. Tighten the 2 collar set screws. Slide the canopy onto the down rod. Reinstall the hanger ball, being sure to attach the ground lead, insert the cross pin, and tighten the set screw against the side of the down rod. If you purchased a longer down rod to install on the fan, you can use the included wire extender to provide more length. The wire extender is not required if using the down rod included with the fan. At the ceiling box, loosen the 2 screws. Slide the hanger bracket over the screws, then tighten them securely. Carefully bring the fan motor up to the ceiling and seat the hanger ball in the hanger bracket. Turn the fan to align the groove in the ball with the tab on the bracket. To avoid interference from other fans or devices, you can set the frequency code in the remote and the receiver. Locate the dip switches on the receiver. Flip the dip switches to create a new and unique code. Access the battery compartment of the remote and duplicate the code. The dip switch codes must match or the fan will not function. Bring the receiver up to the ceiling box. Slide the receiver into the hanger bracket with the flat side facing up. Now you can make the electrical connections. Combine the ground wires from the ceiling box, down rod, and hanger bracket together with a wire nut. Note that the ground wire from your ceiling box may be green or bare copper. Combine the white wire from the receiver with the neutral wire from the outlet box. Combine the black wire from the receiver with the hot wire from the outlet box. Wrap electrical tape around the connections to hold the wires in place. Connect the 3-pin wire connector from the receiver with the connector from the motor. Carefully tuck the connections up towards the ceiling box. Lift the canopy over the canopy hanger bracket screws and twist to hold in place. Insert the removed screws and tighten all screws securely. The ceiling mounting is complete, and you can now skip ahead to the fan blade installation section, or continue watching for the optional flush mount installation instructions. Ensure power is turned off at the breaker. On the canopy assembly, remove the non-slotted canopy mounting screws. Loosen the remaining 2 slotted screws. Twist and separate the hanger bracket from the canopy. Pull off the canopy bottom cover. On the fan motor assembly, remove 3 of the 6 collar mounting screws, being sure to leave every other screw in. Place the canopy over the motor and align the holes with the holes on the motor collar. Insert and tighten the 3 removed collar screws. At the ceiling box, loosen the 2 screws. Slide the hanger bracket over the screws, then tighten them securely. Carefully bring the fan up to the ceiling and use one of the holes on the canopy to hang the fan from the hook on the hanger bracket. To avoid interference from other fans or devices, you can set the frequency code in the remote and the receiver. Locate the dip switches on the receiver. Flip the dip switches to create a new and unique code. Access the battery compartment of the remote and duplicate the code. The dip switch codes must match or the fan will not function. Bring the receiver up to the ceiling box. Slide the receiver into the hanger bracket with the flat side facing up. Now you can make the electrical connections. Combine the ground wires from the ceiling box and hanger bracket together with a wire nut. Note that the ground wire from your ceiling box may be green or bare copper. Combine the white wire from the receiver with the neutral wire from the outlet box. Combine the black wire from the receiver with the hot wire from the outlet box. Wrap electrical tape around the connections to hold the wires in place. Connect the 3-pin wire connector from the receiver with the connector from the motor. Carefully tuck the connections up towards the ceiling box. Lift the fan from the bracket and align the canopy slots over the canopy hanger bracket screws. Twist to hold in place. Insert the removed screws and tighten all screws securely. The ceiling mounting is complete and the fan blades can now be installed. Prepare a fan blade and a blade arm. Pick a side of the reversible blade to face downward and align the blade arm with the holes underneath. Insert 3 blade attachment screws halfway, then tighten them all securely. Repeat the process for the remaining blades. The fan motor assembly is shipped with packing mounts to prevent movement during transportation. Remove all packing mounts from underneath the motor. Bring a blade assembly up to the motor and align it with the holes underneath. Tighten both pre-assembled blade arm screws securely. Repeat the process for the remaining blade assemblies. With the fan blades attached, you can now install the light kit. On the light kit, remove all 3 light kit mounting screws. Bring the light kit up to the fan and connect the black and blue wire connectors and the white wire connectors. Lift the light kit into the switch housing of the fan and align the holes. Ensure the cutout on the light kit is aligned with the slider switch on the switch housing. Insert and tighten the 3 removed light kit mounting screws. Install the 2 included LED bulbs. If you do not intend to use the light function of the fan, an alternate switch housing option is available. On the light kit, remove the metal nut and lock washer from the center shaft. If the nut is difficult to remove, you can use a pair of pliers. Pull the switch cap off of the light kit. Use the included plastic plug to cover the center hole. If the plastic plug does not stay in place, you can use a piece of tape on the inside to hold it. Remove the light kit mounting screws from the switch cap. Bring the switch cap up to the fan switch housing and attach it using the removed screws. Safely restore power at the breaker. The installation is complete and the fan is now ready to operate. On the remote, install the included battery to begin using the fan. Press the power button to toggle the fan and light on or off. Press the fan speed button to cycle through the different fan speeds. The fan can be set to high speed, medium speed, low speed, and off. Press the light button to turn the light on or off. Hold the button to cycle through the different brightness settings. If you install non-dimmable bulbs, you can disable the dimming function on the remote by flipping the 5th dip switch to the O position. With the fan turned off, use the reverse switch to change the direction of the blade rotation. For warm weather, the fan will spin counterclockwise to push air downward and produce a cooling effect. For cool weather, the fan will spin clockwise to cycle warm air off the ceiling. An optional wall holder for the remote is included. Remove the cover and use the included screws to attach to any wall. Reinsert the cover and place the remote in the holder. Congratulations! You are now ready to use your brand new ceiling fan. For technical support and other assistance, call the customer service number in your owner's manual.